Hey, so I just wanted to record this. I just came from the dentist. I was getting a little divot in my tooth sort of looked at, and the dentist was asking me what I was doing. What was I up to? And I said, well, developing my second business. And he's like, what's that? And I was like, well, I am bringing the repeatable items out of my clinical counseling practice and making them into courses and packages and programs for people to access who aren't even, clients. And he's like, that's really cool. What kind of courses? And I'm like, okay, well, the ABCs of Emotion course, the Process Poetry Using Language to Discover Your True Self course, and the Neurotypical Partner Advocate course right now. And he's like, what is a neurotypical partner? And I'm like, well, it's a neurotypical person who's in a long-term relationship with a neurodiverse person. What is neurodiverse? Well, that is someone who might be on the autism spectrum or, have other neurodiversity. And then he's like, well, what is neurotypical? And I said, that's everyone else. And another word for that is allistic, which is kind of the opposite of autistic. And he said, well, how do you know when someone is in this paradigm or this situation? And I said, well, she's pretty stressed. She's overextended. She's taking care of her family. She's the social and emotional conduit for the family. And she's pretty exhausted and worn out. And then he's like, well, I get a lot of those women in my dental practice. And I was like, well, if they have high cortisol and they are grinding their teeth, or their, body chemicals are such that, the saliva isn't really being as helpful as it's meant to be. And he said some comments because he understood what I was talking about. And then he's like, well, how can I learn more? And I said, beyondbeautifulpathways.com. So his assistant wrote that down. And then I was talking with her when she's walking me up to the front, to check out. And she's like, I think that sounds like my brother. And I said, look, some of us are just socially and emotionally attuned and can hold space. And so, yeah, I could see that might be something, and then it was just such a good, I felt so recognized in that moment. And the fact that, someone was able to have a chat with me, and I said to him, I like you. He said, I like you too. And we actually fist bumped in the chair while I was getting my tooth examined and sealant applied. So it was just amazing. And oh, look at this view. I wish you could see it. I would turn the camera around, but I don't think I can right now. Anyway, it's Pikes Peak. I'm up on a higher level and I see Pikes Peak. It's a little overcast today, but anyway, I just thought I would do a little recording. It's been a good morning and I had to go to the dentist. A good morning despite going to the dentist.